The A50 is a delete everything amendment, Mr. President, and it deletes the wrong-headed items that are in this bill because they will accomplish nothing to help reduce violence in this state. As a matter of fact, we discussed thoroughly Section 2 of the bill and the violations of the Constitution that is bringing to law-abiding people. It's going to affect law-abiding people. It's not going to do anything for the criminal. And that's what the people of Minnesota want, is they want crime taken care of, Mr. President, not to take away constitutional rights from people. Section 3 of the bill
Point of order, Mr. President.
has a provision.
Excuse me just one second. For what purpose do you rise, Senator Latz?
I rise to raise a point of order on germaneness under Rule 35.2.
Senator Latz rises with a point of order pursuant to Rule 35.2. Any advice? Senator Jaskowski or anyone, any advice?
Mr. President, could you restate 35.2 to me?
Germaneness is whether there is something that's introduced for a substantially different reason. I think that's the provision that he is operating under. 35.2. I'll give you a moment to look it up if you like.
That's helpful. I'm there with that description, Mr. President. Thank you. Mr. President, this is germane. This amendment addresses exactly what the bill intended to do, and that is to address crime. And obviously the bill went off course in a direction that is going to do nothing to help crime. We have a case in this state, Mr. President, where we have prosecutors that are not doing their job. And we don't have to go very much further than Hennepin County. We've got a prosecutor there that is being recalled right now, and they actually have a website that the recall Mary Moriarty petition is placed before the voters, and it's very difficult for people to recall prosecutors like her that aren't doing their job. And our problem, Mr. President, is prosecutors not doing their job, and this amendment would place into law in the malfeasance and nonfeasance descriptions in our statute around the recall process so that prosecutors would actually have descriptions about them not being or being malfeasant or nonfeasant in their jobs, which would help accountability for them to do their work. And that's what the people of our state want. That's what this amendment does. It's very germane. I ask you, Mr. President, to call the point of order not well taken.
Senator Pratt.
Thank you, Mr. President. I stand in support of Senator Drazkowski's amendment and ask you to find the point of order not well taken. Mr. President, we've heard from the author of the bill that this is a public safety bill, and this clearly falls within the public safety statutes. It is not trying to achieve a different objective than the underlying bill. It is intended to improve public safety and to take political decisioning out of it and making sure we're making decisions on the basis of public safety, which is what I heard the author say. And so I ask you to find the amendment germane.
What is before the body